Philippe. Is that Philip or Philippe? All right, well, we'll find out. Hello, this is Priscilla. I am your teacher for today, and today we're going to talk about school starts. It will be a very short introductory reading activity. Everyone will read. I will try my very best to capture the opportunities for language improvement and language enunciation, pronunciation, sound endings, and comprehension. Teacher, I think, has a problem in video. All right, are you able to see my video? Or, let's see. Daniel, are you able to
Yes,
see my video? Are you
yes,
able? Okay,
very
so
good.
maybe Philippe is saying that there's a problem with the video on their end. Hi, Sarah. How are you?
I'm
It's
fine,
nice.
and you?
I'm doing awesome. Happy to see you here today. And let's see who else is here. Mm, I know I've had you in class before. Is it Victor?
Yes,
Hey,
hello.
Victor. It's so good to see you again. And I remembered. So this is your second session with me. Thank you for joining again today.
I'm so
The
glad to be in a class.
okay, the conversation, the activity will pretty much follow the same flow. So you are ahead of everyone else because you know how I will be conducting my class for today. So
Okay.
welcome. I'm going to share my screen now. As I share my screen, there are bits and pieces of information that I want each of you to know, and that is my specialty is conversational English. Now you may ask, what exactly is conversational English? Which I believe you very well know what conversational English is. But let me explain to you conversational English from the standpoint of a conversational English coach. What I do is engage you in conversation. My focus is not grammar. However, grammar is very important, but it's most important if you're working on scholarly papers. Most people, especially native English speakers, if you're speaking to us, we are not speaking to you scholarly. We want you to understand what we're saying. We want you to understand what we're saying very quickly, and we anticipate your response. So, as we engage in our conversation today, try not to think so much about whether you're saying correct English, saying correct grammar. Just get your point out. And the more you talk and talk and talk, I promise you, your grammar will fall in place well enough to get you one of the most sufficient jobs. All right? So now, if there aren't any questions, I will ask each of you to just introduce yourself, and then I will first read the paragraph or the entire passage. Victor, would you like to start first?
Yes, I want.
All right, you may begin.
It was the first day of school.
Oh,
Pete was.
Victor, no, not read yet. Introduce yourself.
Oh,
Introduce
sorry.
yourself.
I
But
thought
you
that you
can read.
were
But you can read first
asking.
once we get started.
Okay. Uh, my name is Victor. I'm from Ukraine. I'm 13 years old. I'm game developer.
Okay. Did you say you're 13?
13. Yes.
Like,
30. 30.
oh, I was going to say you should be in school. Okay, but you're
Ah,
30. Okay,
30.
fantastic. And you are a game developer.
Yes.
Fantastic. All right, let's see. That was Victor. Daniel, are you still with us?
Yes.
Could
Hello.
you?
My name is Daniel. I'm from Spain. I live in Spain and I'm 38 years old
Mhm.
and I improve my English.
Okay. Daniel, it's nice to meet you. Welcome.
Thank you. You're welcome.
And let's see, who else is here? Is that Sarah? Sarah, are you with us? All right, let's try Philippe. I'm sure I'm not pronouncing that correctly.
Felipe.
Philippe. Philippe.
Yeah.
Philippe. Okay, Philippe, introduce yourself for me.
Okay. My name is Felipe. I'm from Brazil. I'm 35 years old, and it's my first class in Verbling.
Okay, awesome. Well, I hope that this will be a very great class for you. And if you have any questions as we go along, please do not hesitate to ask me. I would like
Okay.
to invite each of you to follow me on Verbling. And of course, please leave feedback someplace on Verbling for me. That would be fantastic. And now we will begin. All right, Victor, would you read the entire passage for me? You may begin.
Yes. It was the first day of school. Pete was in the first grade. He got on the school bus. It was a big yellow school bus. He did not know the kids on the bus. The kids on the bus didn't know him. Many kids were talking. They were talking with one another. Pete sat in a seat by himself. He sat alone. He looked out the window. His mom was standing outside the window. He waved goodbye to his mom. She waved goodbye to him. The bus took off. The boy was going to school. Another boy sat down next to Pete. He said hello to Pete. Pete said hello to him. The boy's name was Eddie. He was in the first grade. He said he was a new student. He didn't know anyone. Pete said he was a new student too. He didn't know anyone either.
Okay, very nicely done. And let me just copy this, Control C, and actually put it where I need it to be, which is down here. Control, and that was Victor. B, let's put it down here. Victor. And that was Victor reading. There, bold, yellow. Victor, in this section here, you'll notice that I have several words highlighted in yellow. Did not. You gave me the contraction for did not as didn't, but it was actually did not. That was what I was looking for. You only pronounced Pete incorrectly this one time. This is Pete, but you did get it correct here when you said Pete. So I think you know that Pete is Pete. Waved, waved, waved. That is the proper way to say waved. All right. And this final word is either, either, either. Or some people may say either, 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 or either, whichever is your preference. The more you read, the more you listen, you will hear this word, and you can determine, Victor, how you want to pronounce that word. All right?
Okay.
All right, now I'm going to take the coloring out of this one. I'm going to take the bold out of this one. And now I'm going to copy it again. Control C and put it down here. 4, Control V, and it will be for, let's see, Daniel.
Yes.
Daniel. Daniel, I will ask you to read for me,
Yes.
and I'm going to make it bold, and I will give you the color of blue, and you may, well, just 1 second, because I can get a couple more things done. Insert a text box. Click OK here. All right, Daniel, you may start. Please read for me.
Yes. It was the first day of school. Pete was in the first grade. He got on the school bus. It was a big yellow school bus. He didn't know the kids on the bus. The kids on the bus didn't know him. Many kids were talking. They were talking with one another. Pete sat in a seat by himself. He sat alone. He looked out the window. His mom was standing outside the window. He waved goodbye to his mom. She waved goodbye to him. The bus took off. The bus was going to school. Another boy sat down next to Pete. He said hello to Pete. Pete said hello to him. The boy's name was Eddie. He was in the first grade. He said he was a new student. He didn't know anyone. Pete said he was a new student too. He didn't know anyone either.
Okay, very good. You see this word didn't? This one that I'm going to color yellow. Didn't.
Didn't.
You pronounced it correctly, but for all of the others, did not. You call these didn't also. But I know that you realize that this word is did not. Did not, but you call them all didn't. And each one of these is a contraction of the other. These are more formal, and this is very casual. He didn't know, or I could say he did not know anyone either. All right?
Okay.
This word here is got. Got.
Got.
Got.
Got.
Excellent. Seat.
Sit.
Seat.
Sit.
Great. Waved.
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 Waved. It's like a way. Wave. Wavy. Waved. Waved.
Waved.
Very good. Now say it very quickly. Waved. Waved.
Waved. Waved.
Waved. Waved.
Waved.
Waved. Okay. Keep practicing with that, and I know that you will get it. Okay. So let's see. Let me go back up and get my copy. Control C. Oops, I don't think I got it. Copy. And let's see who else is here. Go here with this there. Go. Let's see. Philippi, are you here?
Yes.
It will be your to read, copy, and I'll put this one here. Bring this up, up, up. All right, let's see, what color shall I find for you? I will find for you the color of fuchsia. All right, Philippi, you may read for me.
Okay. It was the first day of school. Pete was in the first grade. He got on the school bus. It was a big yellow school bus. He did not know the kids on the bus. The kids on the bus did not know him. Many kids were talking. They were talking with one another. Pete sat in a seat by himself. He sat alone. He looked out the window. His mom was standing outside the window. He waved goodbye to his mom. She waved goodbye to him. The bus took off. The bus was going to school. Another boy sat down next to Pete. He said hello to Pete. Pete said hello to him. The boy's name was Eddie. He was in the first grade. He said was a new student. He didn't know he didn't know anyone. Pete said he was a new student too. He didn't know anyone either.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, Philippe. Now, what I noticed with your reading, which is fine, it had something more to do with the rhythm and the speed, that it appears to me that even though this word is did not, your brain was telling your mouth to say did not. You had the did not. So it's did not. Say did not. Those are
Did
two
not.
correct. This word looked would be pronounced, I think I could say L-O-O-K-T.
Okay.
Looked. Can I hear you say looked?
Looked.
Good,
Looked.
good. And this word, I know that you know this word is his, but your brain saw this word and you made it him, but it is actually his is first and then it's him. Could you say his?
His.
Perfect. This one was another instance where your brain is rushing ahead and I heard next to two, next to two, next to two. So next to, next to. Could you say
Next to.
again?
Next to. Next to.
Next, next. It's pronounced, let's see if I can get it for you. N-E-X, next, equal, next.
Next.
Philippi,
Next to.
great. And this word is anyone, anyone.
Anyone.
Perfect, great. Let's see, do we have someone else that is here now with us? Is there anyone else that has not read? Is there anyone else here? Okay, who is me?
Sarah?
Sarah? All right,
Yeah.
let me get yours. Let me get yours, Sarah.
Yeah.
And let's see if I can do it this way. It might even be a lot easier to go here, Control C, and put Sarah here, Control V, and change this to SARH. Let's find a pretty color for you, Sarah. And what color?
Yellow. Yellow is
Yellow.
good. Yeah.
Okay, so Sarah is yellow, and all of these will be no color. And I'll remove these. All right, Sarah, you may begin.
Okay. Let's go. It was the first day of school. Pete was in the first grade. He got on the school bus. It was a big yellow school bus. He did not know the kids on the bus. The kids on the bus did not know him. Many kids were talking. They were talking with one another. Pete sat and sit by himself. He sat alone. He looked out the window. His mom was standing outside the window. He waved goodbye to his mom. She waved goodbye to him. The bus took off. The bus was going to school. Another boy sat down next to Pete. He said hello to Pete. Pete said hello to him. The boy's name was Eddie. He was the first grade. He said he he was a new student. He did not know anyone. Pete said he was a new student too. He didn't know anyone either.
Okay, thank you, Sarah. Sarah, the words highlighted in yellow were your challenge words. This word, yellow, yellow, it's yellow.
Yellow.
It's Y-E-L-L, yell, yellow. This word, looked, looked,
Look.
and it is L-O-O-K, looked, 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 looked. I did not hear the ing on standing. Standing. Standing is, let's see, stand, ing,
Standing.
and waved. Let's see, what can we do with waved?
Waved.
Yes, good. You got waved.
Okay.
And then there is Pete. Pete.
Beat.
So, yeah, it's more like P-E-E-T. Pete. Pete. Pete.
Beat.
Yeah, that is correct. And then this didn't, 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 didn't. It's int, int, didn't. All right,
Didn't. All right.
great. All right, now I will go back to the top. Sometimes it's easier for me to have the student read first. Sometimes it's easier for me to read first. Now I will read the story. Please listen carefully. If you have questions about any of the words, any of my enunciation, then we can discuss it also. School starts. It was the first day of school. Pete was in the first grade. He got on the school bus. It was a big yellow school bus. He did not know the kids on the bus. The kids on the bus did not know him. Many kids were talking. They were talking with one another. Pete sat in a seat by himself. He sat alone. He looked out the window. His mom was standing outside the window. He waved goodbye to his mom. She waved goodbye to him. The bus took off. The bus was going to school. Another boy sat down next to Pete. He said hello to Pete. Pete said hello to him. The boy's name was Eddie. He was in the first grade. He said he was a new student. He didn't know anyone. Pete said he was a new student too. He didn't know anyone either. Now, that completes the story. As you listen to me read the story, tell me, were you able to see Pete and Fred, or Pete and Eddie? Were you able to see Pete and Eddie in your mind? Bye, Victor. Were you able were you able to see them? Okay. Hello, can anyone hear
Very,
me? Were you able to get a visual picture in your mind?
Yeah.
Yes? Awesome. So this is what makes it easy to learn the language and have a conversation, when you can start seeing pictures of what it is that you want to talk about. I believe we have another person. Could you please type your name in the chat box?
Yes.
And what
The verb sorry. Yes.
and what is your name?
Adela. My name is Adela. I type in Google.
Okay, great. Thank you. Okay, let's see. You probably typed it over here. Adela. Hello, Adela. It's nice to have you with us today. And Sarah. Okay, that's fine, Sarah. I'm seeing that there's another place to look for messages too. So if you have to leave, if you have to come back, that will be fantastic. That will be okay as well. All right. Adela, rather than have you read at this moment, I'm going to let you listen to the next part of the activity, and then I will ask you to read also.
Okay, no problem.
So this will be for Daniel. Would you read this story?
Yes.
Use any of the words that you can think of. Some of the words are not up here. Some are. All right?
Okay. It was the first day of school. Pete was in the first grade. He got on the school bus. It was a big yellow school bus. He did not know the kids on the bus. The kids on the bus did not know him. The kids were talking. They were talking with one mm, uh, kid. Pete sat in a seat by himself. He sat alone. He looked out the window. His mom waved, standing outside the window. He waved goodbye to his mom. She waved goodbye to him. The bus get off. Go. The bus was going to school. Another kid sat down next to Pete. He said hello to Pete. Pete said hello to him. The boys, I don't know. The boys, he was in the first grade. He said he was a new student. He didn't know anyone. Pete said he was a new student too. He didn't know anyone either.
Okay, great. The only words I think that you missed were, this one was correct, were the boy's name. This one is name. The boy's
Yes.
name. The boy's name.
I can't remember.
They were
I don't
talking.
remember names.
Okay. They were talking with one another. This one was another. This one, a and a. But kids was good. The bus took off. The bus took off.
Took off. Yes.
Yeah, the bus took off. That was very good. Okay, so let's see. F-E-L-I-P. Okay, Philip, let's see if we'll get you to do this one. And all right, Philippi, could you read for me? Philippi, are you still here?
Yes.
Would you start reading for me?
Okay. It was the first day of school. Pete was in the first grade. He got on the yellow bus. Sorry, school bus. It was big yellow school bus. Did not know the kids on the bus. The kids on the bus did not know him. The kids were talking. They were talking with one. I don't remember that. If you want another.
Yes.
Pete sat in a seat by himself. He was alone. He looked out the window. His mom waved. No, his mom's. During his mom. No, remember that. Stand outside the window. He waved goodbye to him. To him, mom. She waved goodbye to him. The bus took off. Took off. The bus was going to school. Another boy sat down next to Pete. He said hello to Pete. Pete said hello to him. The boy's name was Eddie. He was in the first grade. He said he was a new student. He didn't know anyone. Pete said he was a new student too. He didn't know anyone either.
Okay, great. All right. Let's see. You did great. He, this one is he did not know the kids on the bus. This word is looked. His mom was standing outside the window. He waved goodbye to his mom. And that is all. And this was. So you did very well also. And now we're going to do a different activity, and let's see, I believe Daniel, you will do this activity. Yours will be a little different. It will be a little more challenging as well, but I believe that you will be able to do it. I will show you what you will do, and if we have time, we'll come back and have you do this one as well. We'll see. I'll take all of these out. These are my templates. And look. Yellow comes out. All right. Daniel, here are the words alone, either, grade, kid, sit, take off, and wave. All right. I want you to look at these words. Control C. Let me just put them down here because we will use them again. All right, so this is going to be Daniel. Daniel,
Yes.
this will be, and Sarah, and I'm not sure who else is here. All right, Daniel, I'm going to do it first. So I'll do it. Priscilla. Is that how you spell my name? No. My name is Priscilla. Priscilla. Alone, either, grade, kid, sit, take off, and wave. I'm going to tell this story using all of these words. There was a little boy sitting on the bus. The bus was about to take off, and the kid on the bus was in the first grade. He sat on the bus, and I can use any form of the word. He sat on the bus by himself because he didn't know anyone. As he sat alone, on the bus, he waved goodbye to his mom. And then another boy said, "Hey, may I sit with you? I don't know anyone either." Okay? So I want you to do something very similar to that. Create your own story, and I will take out the words when you say them. You may start when you're ready.
Okay. Once Once time there was a kid who was starting his first grade. He went to take off the bus, and then he sit alone because he anyone. His mom waited outside the bus, and he wait either.
Okay.
Either.
That's a good try. Okay, Philippi, you're up.
Okay. Uh, Only repeat the words.
Yes. Alone,
Al
either
al
grade.
okay. Alone, either, grade, kid, sit, take off, wave.
Okay, now give us your story. Now give us your story.
Make a story for these words.
Yes, please.
Oh my God.
All
Can Sarah first?
right, well, let's go to Sarah. Sarah,
No,
are
Lady
you
first.
Philip.
Lady first.
okay? Daniel, would you like to do it again? Daniel, would you do it again for us?
Adela?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Well, wait. There was someone else. I forgot. I forgot my new person. What's my new
Adela.
person? Adela. Okay, Adela. Adela,
Yes.
thank you. Can you do it? Adela. Adela, you're next.
Alone, either grade, kid, sit, take off and wave.
Can you give
Um,
a story?
yes, a story. I've alone. Oh, I alone in the beach. A wave. The wave are beautiful. I finish my grade and I take off the bus with a kid and mm, we sit in the end of the bus and mm, uh, either I don't know anyone and my friend either.
Okay, excellent. Very nice. Okay, Sarah.
Okay, let's go. Um, the the kids the kids sit on the bus, the school bus, and he was alone when looked out to the window and saw his mother waved to him. And when the bus took off, he he sit with other kids and ow. and they talking about the grade with each other, and he didn't know anyone either, like
Great. Okay.
like he's Steve. First of
Okay.
all.
Very good. All right, Philippi.
Okay, you try. Uh, when I was kid in the first grade, I lived near a beach, and when I take off the bus, school bus, I start imagining I get waves alone. Either stood. I forgot one. No.
Grade, sit, and alone.
Uh, I sit in the sands beach alone
Hmm.
to get wave to imagine and get wave and surf. And grade I said when I was a kid in the first grade.
Okay, got it. Sorry. Okay. All right, let's see. Is there anyone else? Is there anyone else? Um, all right, so we have time now. We're going to go back to Adele. Adele, I'm going to ask you to read. Uh, uh, Adele. Adele.
Yes.
Control C. Adele is going to read for us. Okay, could you read for us, Adele?
Okay. It was the first day of school. Pete was in the first grade. He got on the school bus. It was a big yellow school bus. He did not know the kids on the bus. The kids on the bus did not know him. Many kids were talking. They were talking with one another. Pete sat in a seat by himself. He sat alone. He looked out the window. His mom was standing outside the window. He waved goodbye to his mom. She waved goodbye to him. The bus took off. The bus was going to school. Another boy sat down next to Pete. He said hello to Pete. Pete said hello to him. The boy's name was Eddie. He was in the first grade. He said he was a new student. He didn't know anyone. Pete said he was a new student too. He didn't know anyone either.
Okay, great. Adele, one of the things that I noticed is not so much that you don't know the words. Again, it's the pacing. These two words did not. Say them as two separate words. Could I hear you say did not?
Did not.
This word is waved. Waved.
Waved.
Great. And waved again.
Waved.
This is said. Said.
Zed.
No. Say. It's more like a C, but it's not a K sound. Say. Said. I don't know.
Said.
D. No, it's not that. S-E-A. That's C. Say.
Said.
Sadie. Said. Maybe it's
Said.
yes. Said. Say. D. Said. Yes, that's it. Said. Okay? And this final word is new. New. Yes. All right, great. Now let's see. What else did I have for you all? We did this. We did those. Here are your questions. Let's see. The first questions will go to Adele. Adele, I think all of the answers are going to be yes. So as quickly as you hear me ask the question, I want you to say, yes, it did, yes, it is, yes, it was, yes, something. Was it the first day of school for Pete? Yes, it was. Was it the first day of school for Pete, Adele?
Yes, it was.
Was Pete in first grade?
Yes, it was.
Yes, he is.
He is.
Did Pete get on the bus? Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
Was the bus yellow?
Yes, he is.
Yes, it was.
It is.
Yes, it was.
It was.
Okay, but that's okay. Just get the yes out. Did Pete know any of the kids on the bus? Oh, this was
Uh,
no. No, he did
no,
not.
he
No,
didn't.
no, he didn't.
He did
Great.
not.
Or didn't. Didn't is fine. Did Pete look out of the window?
Yes, he did.
Was Pete's mom standing outside the window?
Yes, he was. She
Yes.
was.
Yes, she was. Did Pete wave goodbye to his mom?
Yes, he did.
Did Pete's mom wave goodbye to him?
Yes, she did.
Where was the bus going?
The bus was going to school.
Okay. And did a boy sit beside Pete? Beside of Pete?
Yes, he did.
What grade is the boy in that sat beside Pete?
Same grade or Pete.
That's good. The same grade, or the boy is in first grade. All right. Daniel, are you ready?
Yes.
Was it the first day of school for Pete?
Yes, it was.
Was Pete in first grade?
Yes, he was.
Did Pete get on the bus?
Yes, he did.
Was the bus yellow?
Yes, it was.
Did Pete know any of the kids on the bus?
No, he didn't.
Did Pete look out the window?
Yes, he did.
Was Pete's mom standing outside the window?
Yes, she was.
Did Pete wave goodbye to his mom?
Yes, he did.
Did Pete's mom wave goodbye to him?
Yes, she did.
Where was the bus going?
It was going to the school.
Did a boy sit beside of Pete?
Yes, he did. He
What
did.
grade? What grade is the boy in that sat beside Pete?
The first grade.
Excellent. And Philippi, are you ready? Philippi, are you ready? Sarah, are you ready? Is anyone ready?
Yes,
Okay, who's ready?
I am ready.
Is that Philippi?
No, I am Ismail.
Okay. What's your name?
I am Ismail.
Okay. I didn't get your name, but let's go ahead and get started. Was it the first day of school for Pete?
Yes, it was.
Was Pete in first grade?
Yes, he was.
Did Pete get on the bus?
Yes, he did.
Was the bus yellow?
Yes, it was.
Did Pete know any of the kids on the bus?
No, he didn't.
Did Pete look out of the window?
Yes, he did.
Was Pete's mom standing outside the window?
Yes, she was.
Did Pete wave goodbye to his mom?
Yes, he did.
Did Pete's mom wave goodbye to him?
Yes, she did.
Where was the bus going?
The bus was going to school.
Did a boy sit beside of Pete? Did a boy sit beside of Pete?
Yes, a boy did sit.
Sit. Great.
Yes, a boy sit beside of Pete.
Great. What grade is the boy in that sat beside Pete?
He was in first grade.
Excellent. Excellent. I like the rate at which you answered the majority of the questions. Thank you for that. And let's see. Could you type your name in the chat box, because I'm still not sure who was speaking? Could you type your name so I'll know who was talking?
Uh,
Ismail.
I have written 2 times, teacher. I am Ismail.
Okay, I'm probably not looking in the right place for it.
In Berlin chat box.
Okay, I'll check it verbally. Okay. Oh, Ismail, hey, there you are. I'm
Hi.
looking in one place. All right, Ismail, thank you so much. And please
Thank you.
bear with me uh, as I learn how to. And is Sabril, someone named, oh, there's several people. Oh, from now on, I guess someone will have to remind me, because when I'm looking at my screen, I don't see the chat because the little screen is too small to type on, so I have to go to the larger screen, which may or may not make any sense to you, but that's okay. All right, so Ismail and maybe Sabril is here, and Nancy. Okay, so Nancy, are you still here? Sabril, are you here? All right, Ismail, I'm going to
I'm
ask.
here. Nancy is not here.
Okay, okay,
Sarah,
okay, this is.
Daniel, and Adela are here, teacher.
Okay, thank you. Ismail, this is for you. I want you to read this for me. Control C. I want you to read this for me, Ismail. That's Ismail. If I didn't spell it correctly, please just bear with me. Ismail, I would like for you to read for me, please.
Okay. It was the first day of school. Pete was in the first grade. He got on the school bus. It was a big yellow school bus. He didn't know the kids on the bus. The kids on the bus didn't know him. Many kids were talking. They were talking with one another. Pete sat in a seat by himself. He sat alone. He looked out of the window. His mom was standing outside the window. He waved goodbye to his mom. She waved goodbye to him. The bus took off. The bus was going to school. Another boy sat down next to Pete. He said hello to Pete. Pete said hello to him. The boy's name was Eddie. He was in the first grade. He said he was a new student. He didn't know anyone. Pete said he was a new student too. He didn't know anyone either.
Okay. Thank you very much, Ismail, for your reading. I want to point out that this word, the, or the, in this case it would be the, and sometimes that the is the, but right now it is the, did not. Did not. Yes, there is a difference between these two words. Did not.
Did not.
This is did not, this is didn't. Did not, didn't. Did not, didn't. And you added a word, which is okay, but I did notice that you added this word of, and it wasn't there. And you omitted this word, and you needed to say he, and you did not say he. All right? All right. So let us go back to the beginning. This takes us almost to the end of our session for today. I want to thank each of you for participating in the class and giving me the opportunity to serve as your coach, as your conversational coach today. It was indeed my pleasure to speak with each of you. I would like to invite each of you to follow me, if you would, and if you review this YouTube, please leave a comment for me. If you have questions for me, I would be more than happy to respond back to you. And I will check, actually, I check the lesson itself daily, the lesson that I'm doing right now. Of course, there are other lessons that I do every day, but for the lessons that I do, I will check it for 24 hours, and I will provide you feedback on anything that you had difficulty with. I did not ask you specifically about vocabulary in this lesson. So let me summarize for you, and then I'll pause for a moment or two. In today's lesson, it is an easy lesson. Reading can be very simple, and it may appear that you're not challenged. I'm not necessarily saying that you were or you were not. But if you feel that this little story was easy, that is the way that it is supposed to be. Learners should start with something that is extremely easy And then once you master the easy material, it will become even easier for you to master more challenging material. So appreciate the smallness of the subject content that we had today about Fred going to school and the yellow school bus. There was a lot of repetitive words, and that's how we build, just as if we were riding a bicycle. We ride the bicycle, we fall off. We ride the bicycle, we fall off. But pretty soon, we get momentum going, and before we know it, we can ride a 5-speed bicycle or even drive a car, because we have that sense of strength and competence in our abilities. Again, thank you for class today. What questions can I answer for anyone that has one question or two to ask?
No question.
Okay, if you have no questions, then thank you very much. Please watch the schedule. I am still learning how to function appropriately in Verbling. Some of my classes I schedule myself. These are for the Verbling students. I'm not exactly sure what you see on your end, and I know Verbling, the organization, will schedule some classes for me, but I do not see those just yet. So please look for classes that I schedule. I am Priscilla, and if you have some specific class that you would like for me to render, please let me know, and I will certainly try to do that for you. However, remember that I am a conversational coach, not a grammarian. I am a conversational coach, and I engage you in conversation on almost any topic. But for the beginner, I'd like to start with something that we both can have mastery over in a very short period of time. If there are no other questions, please say our goodbyes, and thanks for coming, and I hope to see each of you very soon.
Bye.
Bye for now.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank
Thank
you.
you,
See you
teacher.
soon.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay,
Bye
bye-bye.
bye.
Bye-bye.